How's it going? We got a pretty massive update on the tech demo for AQW Infinity. Still struggle with that name because they renamed it like 4 times, but we got a pretty big update, so I thought I'd make it its own video for it today. Let's get into it. Okay, so shout out to the Fool's Attempt that left a comment on one of my previous videos that said that they were talking about the tech demo on Twitter, because I didn't see this, because when I looked at this tweet, I just thought it was promoting the 15th upholder, which it is, but they just snuck in here that purchase any membership pack through October 31st to unlock the exclusive 2023 Star Swords, AQ Infinity Tech Demo Access, character page badge, and much more. I don't know what much more. Oh, the Sentinel class, I guess, which apparently was bugged. It might still be bugged that you didn't get it if you upgraded with the 15th upholder, if you didn't have an upholder before. Anyway, but they're giving tech demo access to any 15th upholder. I asked for clarification on this to see if there was any other way of getting it, but I didn't get an answer for that, which is fine. It's a weekend and all that. Not really expecting an answer. An email was sent out to promote the 15th upholder as well, and in that email it says that you get guaranteed access to AQ Infinity Tech Demo Test / Preview in there, along with the other things. So yeah, it seems like that is definitely part of it. It says guaranteed access, so they might be leaving open other possibilities for ways of getting into the tech demo, but I guess the upholder is a guaranteed way. I would hold off and wait until it's actually out to see, because there might be other ways of getting in. The last game that Artix Entertainment launched was AQ3D, of course, and with that they did a tech demo, alpha, pre-beta, closed beta, open beta, live, which is what they're currently on now. But for the tech demo, this was the very first testing stage for AQ3D that ran from September whatever to whatever. If you were an AQ Worlds Legend member, you can log in. So Legend means membership at any point in the past on your AQ Worlds account, and member is you currently have it active. So you basically everyone that played AQ Worlds got in to the tech demo. You didn't have to buy anything really, like if you bought a membership any time in the past, which is, I imagine, a pretty large part of the player base. But yeah, and it's active membership, so they're kind of doing the same thing, but you have to buy the fifth. Well, as far as we know, you're gonna need the 15th upholder to get into this tech demo currently. I think alpha was open to everyone. I don't think there's any stipulation on there. Oh no, only players that upgraded in any Artix Entertainments. So yeah, you had to have an upgrade in any of the games. And then it was AQ Worlds only for the tech demo, which is kind of weird for the AQ3D that they didn't have it open to other games. But anyway, so yeah, this was for any game that existed for Artix Entertainment. An email was also sent out to promote the 15th upholder, and in this email they say guaranteed access to AQ Infinity Tech Demo Test / Preview. And at the very bottom it says as soon as it's available. Well, a little asterisk there. So yeah, it seems like that's like double confirming that you're probably gonna need 15th upholder. Now there might be other ways, because in the past, when AQ3D, the last game that Artix Entertainment launched, the last like brand new game they launched, which that's what AQ Infinity will be, they did a tech demo for that as well. And in that tech demo, you needed to have either Legend or Member in AQ Worlds specifically. So just AQ Worlds, Legend, or Member for the tech demo, which is what we're going to be doing for AQ Infinity here soon. A lot more information on that coming up in the video. But the alpha test was available for players of any of the Artix Entertainment Flash games, Adventure Quest, Dragon Fable, Mech Quest, all of them, if you upgraded in any of them in the past. So if you spent any money on any game in the past, you can get in the alpha. But the tech demo was specifically Legend only for AQ Worlds. So I think this time they're going to do the upholder for AQ Worlds, but it might be different depending on how long the tech demo goes on. The tech demo for AQ3D, if my memory serves me correct, this was 2015, so quite a while ago, but it was very short. I think it didn't last more than a month. It probably maybe even 2 weeks or something. It was really short, and then we went like straight into alpha basically. So it might only be available to upholders this year. So yeah, but they are also kind of leaving it open ending, so it might also be available to members, like active members or legends. most people that have a membership right now would also have a upholder, unless you got unlucky and your membership ended like halfway through October, which would suck. But yeah, if you're looking to get a upholder for this month, the cheapest way of getting it is either buying the 3 months of membership, and if you get the 3 months, make sure you pay the extra $5 for the ACs, because you're just scamming yourself not doing that, to be honest. But because that's the deal. Or you can go to portal.battlon.com, connect your AQ Worlds account to your Portal account. If you don't have this set up, you probably should if you played Arctic Entertainment games, and yeah, most people know about this anyway. But if you click on My Games right here, then click on your AQ Worlds account name with the yellow button here. And on this page, there will be an option on the Buy Membership dropdown for a single month of membership for 3,000 Arctic points. That's equivalent to 10 USD instead of the 25 USD or 20 USD it would be for 3 months. So you're getting a better value buying the 3 months. So if you value membership and ACs, get the 3 months plus the $5 for 5K AC. Do that. But if you only want the upholder for the tech demo test and the upholder badge, then $10 is cheaper than 20. So yeah, get the 1 month on here. And make sure it is October when you're buying the membership. I'm uploading this as a video on September 30th. Make sure it's October 1st when you're buying a membership in the East Coast of North America. So yeah, be sure. So on top of that news that you're gonna have to pay to be in the tech demo, there's also news that of just basic AQ Infinity stuff that got posted yesterday. If you haven't seen this yet, I talked about this for a long time on the stream. So if you want like my full thoughts on everything here, this will be more pinpoint what you need to know about this. If you want my full thing, check out the beginning of the live stream VOD from yesterday for Talk About Pirate Day. We went over this whole thing there. But yeah, there's a post here. As I write this, we're only 2 days away from October, my favorite month of the year, the spookiest time of the month. Ghosts, vampires, werewolves. Video game development feature creep. Funny, no one ever dresses up as the last one for Halloween. I actually got a chuckle out of that. So yeah, AQ Infinity team has been in hyperdrive mode. There seems to be some uplifting breakthrough every day. I'd like to share some of the big ones with you. Also, I'd like to talk about how we're going to be able to join us in the first test this year. So yeah, this talks about what they're doing for AQ mobile, and yeah, a bunch of information on that. So let's go through it. So Alina answers some questions through here. Some of the questions are just question marks for me on why they're being even given the time of day. But anyway, will AQ Worlds be shut down? If you know anything about Venture Quest Worlds, no, they still the original Venture Quest Worlds from like 20 years ago is still up. I think it's like 20 years old or something. Yeah, but anyway, do I get to keep all my stuff? Yes. Why are you not posting more? Sorry, you know you need to read these. How does the Unity announcement impact AQ Infinity? Ultimately, it does not change anything. Yeah, we went over that in the news video if you haven't seen that recently. Unity monster skills classes, oh my. So here is actually the first image of AQ Unity or Infinity. Anyway, it is running on the Unity game. Anyway, of it actually looking better in Infinity. So the left side here is the new version of the game. It's kind of cut off here, but you can see it. It actually looks better. It's so they transport this model. Now, not every part of it looks better, of course. Like the characters look really poor quality, really bad. But the actual monster looks higher quality than it does in AQ Worlds somehow. Although I feel like if I brought this map up on my game, it might look better. But yeah, at least in this video, it's the first time any asset has actually looked better on the new version of the game, which is cool to see. Might be a good indication of what's to come in the future. My apologies, I realized some of the text might have been cut off there for part of this, but anyway. Here we get a look at the Quest UI. It's looking a bit different. There's a floating scroll bar there. It doesn't really fit in with the UI box for some reason. Maybe because they want to do that fancy dragon border, so the scroll bar is just floating in the middle. But other than that, yeah, looks pretty alright. I don't know how useful that'd be on mobile, but this part of the post goes over character sizing and quality. So this image here is related to this with the text below the image. So it's kind of weird in the scene. You can see the light from the window is in front of Arctic's, like the light's like covering Arctic's, but not in front of this character. So is Arctic's? Is that dynamic? Is it? I don't know. It doesn't say anything about it here, but kind of caught that just looking at this now. Like, doesn't seem like the red character is affected by it. And it doesn't really seem like the back one is either. Anyway, though, that's not what this focuses on. As Reens started working on the project, we've been locking down the best way to convert characters, which will make the line thickness look good and prevent the characters from being too pixelated. Thank you, MIP Maps settings. All right, so yeah, if you didn't know anything about game devs, yeah, MIP maps are important for rasterized games. So this looks better than some of the characters they've shown, but it's pretty zoomed in, so you're not really going to be I don't think it's a good example of better looking characters, but the characters they've been showing in every screenshot of AQ Infinity have looked like a massive downgrade from what's currently in AQ Worlds with the vector graphics and all that. So hopefully they figure this out and they find out a way to this doesn't look the best, but this is also, you know, just a screenshot uploaded that gets compressed and all that, so who knows there. Here they go into particle systems on 2D monsters. They explain how this is an old screenshot, and it is. You can tell, look at the character. Look how blurry Arctics is there, and yeah, you can definitely tell they've gone a long way from blurry Arctics here to Arctics of here, but it's, you know, it's still could use a little work. But yeah, the screenshot above is all the first particle tests on monsters. So we will not be able to import many of the huge multi-frame custom drawn fire animation effects from Flash. We'll be using our Flash art to create particle systems. Yeah, so this looks really, really bad. This image they're showing as an example, like the water looks terrible. These fires look like they look like you went on Google Images, typed in pixel fire, and then you set the setting to transparent, and you took the fire, you dropped it into the game. It looks real bad. So hopefully they find some better fire effects, or they make some better fire effects. But yeah, they're gonna be using a particle effect system. Hypothetically, it could look a beautiful, amazing, gorgeous. This is not a good example of that, and they'll probably fix that. They also acknowledge that if you have a very low-end phone, there'll be an option to turn off the particle effects. So yeah, it's good to know. There's a whole section here that says combat is not working. They don't show any combat or anything, so yeah, we have been working with a broken version of combat for a long while. It is working properly now in a way we can test. That's great. That's great. Here's a look at what the server browser looks like for the game. So not too bad. Nice little update. So this image, there's apparently a confirmation when you're leaving an area now, which is, it could be good. I don't know. I have to play with it. Might be annoying. And also Arctics is trying to delete an XP boost that has an AC tag on it, which you can't do. So interesting. So maybe you can delete AC tagged items now. I just think that Arctics doesn't know that you can't delete. I imagine it's just, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, hold up. What if the bank isn't unlimited anymore and they want you to delete your AC items now? I don't think that's the case. Imagine the game updates and you have limited bank space, and now my bank just has like 2,000 out of like 100 bank slots or something. Oh my god. You can pause if you want to read this paragraph. They go about machines and games and how they function, like how doors work in video games, which are interesting and is kind of cool. It might be an upgrade over how doors work in AQ Worlds, which would be nice. Here's the part you probably clicked on the video for, the playtest. Our goal remains to release a version of Adventure Quest Worlds Infinity by the end of this year. The likelihood of that being a tech demo followed by alpha testing like we did for Adventure Quest 3D. We talked about that earlier. If anyone is actually thinking this is going to be a complete, fully functional, 100% perfect version of the game, it will not be. This game will need your help. Lots of your help. We will have a strong base game, a starting point from which you can give us feedback, which we will use to rapidly fix stuff, make improvements, and add features you want. We will need your help making sure items are properly converted. We will need your help prioritizing the order that items are converted in. Now, if you don't know, they showed a picture of the UI in the past that had a voting thing for an item. So let's say you had like an armor that you liked in AQ Worlds and it hasn't been converted into AQ Infinity yet. In your inventory, you click on that item that isn't converted, so it's not going to show up in the game, but you can still click on it in your inventory, and you can click the vote button on that item, and then if enough people vote for a particular item, that would probably push it up in priority on their list of items to convert. So kind of a cool thing that's going to happen there. And I lost my spot in the paragraph. Over the past week, I have been sitting idle in AQ World's web while working. Players have asked me a ton of questions about the new game. I got a lot of questions about what new features Infinity will have and what sort of content will be in it. I made a point of really explaining that our first priority is replicating the beauty and fun of the existing game. Okay, I really like that he's acknowledging this because the game has been looking really poor and all the screen. I mean, they're still making it, so you can't really judge the look of it until it's actually a finished product. But yeah, I really hope they work on upgrading that. And fun of the existing game. And as you know, it's been challenging. Sure, we added new features like scrolling, WASD, and joystick support, particle systems, dynamic NPCs, and cross-platform support. It's vital that we get Infinity up to the level of the current game before we go crazy adding new features and improvements. To do that, we're going to need your help. The tech demo and alpha tests will feel a lot like being part of building a brand new game, except in this case, you will already know exactly what you want, because you will notice things that are missing, things that you depend on, and when you point them out, we will build them. This is what any tester of AQ Worlds Infinity should expect. If you want to test, you are coming to help us build this game. In all fairness, we built the original AQ Worlds together. Why would this experience be any different? Do not hold me to these dates. So they're giving dates here. But at our current pace, it looks like we should be ready for the tech demo in November and the alpha testing in December. If that holds true, we will be ready to start mass conversion at some point in November. So yeah, and then there's meeting notes here. Pause the video if you want to read, or check the link in the description if I remember to put it there for this post. Yeah, a lot of stuff here. There's not really anything too crazy in any of this stuff. It's just, you know, a lot of dev stuff. I'm glad they put it in there for people that want to read it though. So yeah, a lot of stuff in the post. November, tech demo test, alpha test in December. They've given dates in the past and missed them greatly. But they've also seemed really adamant about releasing the game this year in 2023. If you're watching this in the future, 2023 was when they wanted to release the game. People in the future that are watching this that aren't playing it in 2024. Anyway, so tech demo in December, around Christmas, maybe New Year's. So look out for it then, and then alpha test in 2024 would be my guess. But I'd love to be wrong about that. I'd love to actually be playing the tech demo in November. Would be great. And yeah, so that is about everything for this video. I just remembered this while editing the video, but if you're a little strapped on cash and you don't want to spend the $10 for a holder to get in the tech demo, it might be better to save that $10 for the very impending Kickstarter that's going to be upcoming very soon. So if they're doing a tech demo for the new game, there's going to be a Kickstarter as well. Kickstarter might give better items than the tech demo if you have limited funds. So you might want to put your money towards the Kickstarter instead of buying that holder for the tech demo, because you probably only get a tech demo badge for joining the tech demo, and the badge might not even have anything that great in it. It might be like a silly looking sword or something that doesn't really matter that much, but having the Kickstarter stuff might be better. So just keep that in mind, you know, if you're on a limited budget. Really quick before you leave, they updated the coat in the shop here, this one right here. That is now non-member. It shouldn't require the member armor. It should require the armor that drops from the boss in that map. So that's a good little update for that armor if you're looking to get that. I will be picking up now. And I'd like to thank Trinkets Odds and Ends for the $3.49. I think that might be the first time I've ever seen this in the comment section of a video, but yeah, just coincidentally he showed up in the video. So yeah, nice. Got put into the end of one of my previous videos. So yeah, big thanks for that, man. What are your thoughts on this AQ Infinity information? Are you going to get a holder to try out the tech demo? I'll probably have to get it now. I wasn't gonna get a holder, but if it's required, I'll probably get it. I might just wait and see. Maybe Legends will be able to get it into it without a holder, but who knows? I don't think the 10K chest for Taco Pirate Day sold as well as they were probably expecting it to. And yeah, so maybe they're pushing the upholder a little harder here. Now, that's just me speculating. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace. And check out the news video if you haven't seen that, and the stream from yesterday, and the videos. I uploaded 2 videos yesterday, and I streamed yesterday, and there was a news video on Thursday. Lots of content on the channel if you haven't seen it. Goodbye.